Now, this past weekend, the Carlsbad Lancers defeated
Southwest
San Diego at a Francis Parker weekend tournament. That came on Saturday morning. The win significant because it was head coach Jeff Riccitelli's 300th career victory as a Lancers soccer coach, a milestone so significant we invited Coach Riccitelli into our studios. So without further ado, the head Lancer. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks
What's
for
it
having me.
feel like to be a member of the 300-win club?
It feels pretty good. Again, I don't know that it's totally hit me. For us, it was win number 1 of this season. It's good to kind of have that out of the way early so we can start focusing on this season as well and see what we do.
In the big leagues, you get a car, or usually a real high-end SUV, a gold watch, and other sort of trips and fun things. You have new wheels in the driveway?
No, not yet. So I'm still waiting on that from our AD, Amanda Waters.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
She also has an award. She was inducted
into her College Hall of Fame this past weekend, which is pretty phenomenal.
Amanda Waters.
Amanda Waters.
And
yeah.
what college?
It's in Maine. It's a small university in Maine.
Sport?
I think she actually was inducted for both basketball and softball.
So she's a stud athlete.
She was a stud. Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to the Lancer soccer program. Talk a little bit about how it's kind of an all-in-the-family thing for you guys.
Well, yeah, it is. My dad was the coach when I went to school there. Graduated there from 1987. My dad was the coach there while I was there. And then I came back after graduating from San Diego State, started teaching there and coaching right at the same time. I've been coaching there now for just starting my 26th season. And my dad has been the assistant coach for about the last 15 seasons once he retired from teaching PE and stuff.
So he taught you the game, and now he's working for you.
Yeah, he would say he'd probably still teach him the game.
So talk a little bit about that. That's what has to make us. It's always special to be a coach. Yeah. It's extra special when you can share it with someone you love. Like
no
that.
doubt, it's a lot of fun, and we have pretty good banter back and forth, and it's fun to see him every day at practice and at the games, and you know he's a big part of it. The kids love him, have him out there. I'll call him Papa, and kids always come back and always ask about him, how he's doing, and so that's it's been really fun.
Very cool. We have a graphic here of all what we think are the winningest San Diego section coaches. Herb Meyer, which we have to spell with an E later tonight, guys. We do not know who the winningest soccer coach is. Who would that be?
I think it's probably Bob Champion from Poway High School. I think he's up into the 400-500 category. He was coach for a long time at Poway. He also coached golf there. And he's actually a guy, when I was a kid, I used to go to his soccer camps. Him and my dad coached together for a long time.
So do you have another 200 wins or so in your system?
I'd have to probably go another 15, 20 years. I don't think I got that in me, but we'll see what happens.
All right, fair. I was trying to think about it. You have to average about 15 wins.
And I think it's kind of ironic from a soccer standpoint. I mean, I probably have about 175 ties. So when you think about it, those are just games that were just sitting out there, no wins, no losses. But that's 175 games that could have gone either way.
Fair. So. You know, during signing day, we always get the D1 kids gathered someplace out, most recently at Petco Park, and we're always talking about the club sport versus high school debate. Interesting twist is, as it relates to club sports, some club sports let the kids, they release them to high school, but those elite teams don't. Is that where the problem lies, in that some of your best players you never get to see in uniform?
That's definitely something that's going on. It's become a bigger problem here in the last couple of years as you're seeing more clubs take on that academy development program, and they're having more teams. I would say at my school, you know, we're probably into that maybe 5 to 6 to 7 of our best players are not playing high school soccer, but that's happening at all schools. So I guess in some ways it does balance out. But personally, I think it's sad that those kids aren't getting to have that high school experience.
There's no putting that genie back in the bottle. It's just going to get worse, right?
I think it probably is, just because of the money involved, and you know, again, the dream that they're selling, parents are buying, and it's hard to get them to come back.
Every parent's looking at the rising cost of tuition, saying, "Hey, if my kid is gifted,
correct,
this is the best chance of getting Harvard." You were a Carlsbad Teacher of the Year in 2007.
Correct, yeah.
So what are the similarities between being a good teacher and a good coach?
I think it's hand in hand. I think a good coach is an educator, probably first and foremost. You have to know how to be able to break things down, how to relate to kids, talk to kids, also deal with a variety of different kids in terms of, you know, how they may be, talent level, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's right there, hand in hand. And as a coach, being an on-campus coach is especially, I think, important at a high school level, because you develop bigger relationships or greater relationships with your kids by having them as students. But also those kids maybe that are struggling academically, you can go in, you have relationships with their teachers to say, hey, how we can get these kids extra help and that kind of stuff.
You're on your way to the Alamo Bowl. Your son Colin kicks for Stanford.
Correct. Yeah.
Did you teach him? Did he get his stroke from you?
Probably more from his mom, I think. No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's something we've always grown up. Soccer's been huge in our family. He grew up as a soccer player. He did the whole club thing, so I've done the whole club thing as a parent as well. But he got into kicking in ninth grade in high school, and it's been a great road for him, and it's super exciting to see what he's going to accomplish.
And you have the advantage of having your kid play D1 football, and yet you don't have to worry as much as people like who were watching Monday Night Football.
Correct. It's a kicker. I think kicker, long snapper, and punter. Well, punter you might have to get, but kicker and long snapper might be the two best spots in football right now.
Jeff, we have 30 seconds left. I want to just jump ahead to the USA World Cup disappointment. It calls the whole developmental program into question. Are you as concerned as the pundits are on TV?
Well, I think, yeah, it's a good opportunity for us to step back and evaluate the whole system. Again, there's really no excuse for us not to qualify for the World Cup with the resources we have in this country and out of the region we come out of. So hopefully some good will come out of it. I guess the big key for all of us is we got to figure out who we're going to be rooting for this summer.
Yeah, who are you going to root for?
Well, I was going to root for Italy, but that didn't work out either. So
yeah, for as bad as we feel,
exactly.
They feel a lot worse than
so.
Well, Jeff, thank you for making the trip. Congratulations on 300.
Thank you
I hope there's
me.
another 18 more or 20 more this season.
Let's hope so.
All right, Jeff Riccitelli, my name is Rudy. We're done. Back to the news desk.